It's Vlogtober. How is it Vlogtober? Because in a month's time, it's then Vlogmas. So how has that happened? That's not my coffee. That is my coffee. Hello, good morning. So it's October the 1st, 2024. This is my new run of Vlogtobers. And as I said, I am my promo. These are going to be a little bit different because I am working so much more now. So today is the 1st of the month, which is one of my very busy days, probably one of my busiest during the month. So I'm going to do a cooking one for you today. I'm going to show you how I make my sweet potato soup. It is amazing. It is so nice. It is really good. And I'm going to make some cheese scones to go with it. Or am I? I might make cheese scones, and I might, in fact, I think I'll make some dairy-free cheese scones. And then I'll do a loaf of bread because I know hubby is looking forward to a loaf of bread. So I'll put the bread maker on as well. In here, which is my Daphne's diary, I wrote down the recipe. Problem is, no clue where I wrote it, which is a bit of a problem. I'm just going to have to flick through until I find it. These pages have like, what's the word, recipe pages scattered throughout where you can write down your favourite recipe. They are numbered, and I could write in what number it was. Did I? Of course not. Here we go, sweet potato soup. I'm really making this as easy as possible on myself. I'm doing it in a slow cooker, and it's frozen sweet potato, frozen onion, frozen garlic, marigold stock powder, dried herbs, white wine, salt, pepper, and soya milk. And you don't put the milk in until you blitz it in the NutriBullet. I was like, when do I put the milk in? Because it splits. I don't like it when it splits, but it's perfect if you just put it in like the NutriBullet when you, or the food processor, if you don't know what a NutriBullet is, because, you know, why would you? Then it smooth it down. And then I've put, if soup is cold, 2 minutes in the microwave if the milk cools it down too much. So let's go and do that. I'll try and have a chat to you while I'm doing it. And yeah, the dog's moaning. The dog always moaning. So this is not a day in the life. This will be just the cooking bit. And hopefully I'm going to show you the before, the during, the blending, the finished objects, and, you know, it on the plate. That's the theory. Let's see if that works. Okay, hopefully you can hear me. So, slow cooker is on low. Excuse the noise of the dogs in the background because I can't help that. Let's just see if I can move you back a bit. Can you see more of it? Yes, you can. Right. One bag of frozen sweet potato. That's enough. Oh, easily. Right, out. 2 daffodils having the food in the kitchen is not a good thing. Out you go. Out, 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 stay out. They were having the zoomies. Not helpful. Right, so sweet potato. There we go. Bag of sweet potato. That's that done. A good amount of frozen onion, which I think is probably about half of this, because I reckon that's probably a good amount. A good amount of frozen garlic. Good amount of frozen garlic. 2 to 3 teaspoons of marigold powder. So this is the marigold powder. It's vegan. So if you need to make this vegan, you can. To be fair, technically this kind of is vegan because the milk I'll use is soy milk, because Charlie is dairy free and she would probably like this. I put, don't make it into a stock with water, there is enough liquid in it. sprinkle of salt and pepper. I've forgotten to mention the mixed herbs in the making of this, so mixed herbs. I'm going to take the salt out because it really doesn't need salt because the marigold powder is really salty. And then a quarter of a bottle of white wine. It's just under half, so not all of this basically. Bit more than that. It's probably about the right amount. And then put the lid on, and away you go. I will stir it periodically through the day, but that's it. All ready to be done. That's it from me for now. Everything's on and doing, and I'm gonna let the dogs in because they're looking pretty fed up. Come on in, here you come. So what happens when you have zoomies around the kitchen? You get banned for a little while. Got my recipe. Get down. Good girl, well done. And now I am going to start work. First of the month chaos. I will see you when I've finished in 6 hours time. Oh, I've put you on the book I'm writing on. That was clever. There you go. It's a bit of jogging. Oh, I'm just watching back my Vlogtober from last year, and I chatted loads in it. The year before, the 2022 one, I barely spoke, and most of it was music. But the 2023 one was a really chatty one, and I'm going to try and, on the days when I'm really, really busy, spatter some chat in between busy periods, because it's quite good fun chatting to you. So we'll see. So today, as I said, was soup day. So I've made the soup. The bread is currently just sitting over there, which is probably just out of shot. There we go. The bread's there. That's not to stop my family from eating it, but it is to stop the dogs from eating it. We will have that for dinner. I'm going to go and blitz the soup in a minute. I've got half an hour till I finish work, so I'm writing up the notes for my day because it was such a busy day, and I'm very yawny, which is not helping. So I'm going to go and make some cheese scones and blitz the soup, and then I'm having a dilemma about Stephen West and his cow, because part of me really wants to do it because I've done it for the last 4 years, but I didn't do it last year in the end because I gave up after there was a problem with Clue 1. But also part of me is like thinking, because I've got it out, should I just fix the one that is wrong and get that finished instead, and then start with a clean slate next year? Or am I just going to have major FOMO because I'm going to be watching all the Vlogtobers and they're all going to be knitting it? I suppose if that's the case, I'm going to restart it, can't I? I'm never going to keep up. So in what universe am I, kidding myself that I'll keep up with it? So maybe I'll do that. I'm actually writing my to-do list for today at the end of the day, because it's been a very busy day. My first of the months always are. I got out an old friend yesterday. I finally got my sweet shop blanket back out again after a year of not working on it, because I went very wrong. Then I ripped that out and I went very wrong again. It's taken me an awful long time to pick it back up again, but I picked it back up again yesterday. Really enjoyed working on it. I think it's right. It looks right so far. I've got to finish the square. I've also picked up a dust of snow wrap as well. So this week's podcast is going to be quite exciting because it's going to have all different things on it. I have, however, lost Meg's exploding TARDIS socks. If anybody has any clues as to what I did with those exploding TARDIS socks, they are not down the caravan. I have checked. Well, Ian's checked. Which, I trust that they're not down there. But I can't find them. They're probably in this mess of an office somewhere because everything is such a mess in here. I've got a plan now. So the table that I've got up over there, I'm going to clear the stuff that's under it into my cupboard and then put the table down, and then I'm going to put the bureau that's in the lounge into here because that flops down and I can do my editing on there. And then I'm going to put the table that's in the kitchen back in the lounge. So there's going to be lots of moving around, but that's very typical for my Vlogtobers, isn't it? I tend to get really into sorting out the house and getting things done. It just annoys me. It gets so unsorted between Vlogtobers. I would say I don't know how that happens, but I do actually know how it happened this year, because we had a room that we'd sorted out and then we had to make it into a different room, and the most of the stuff from that room ended up in the lounge and none of us done anything with it. So it's still in the lounge, needs to be moved. I will get around to that hopefully during this Vlogtober, and the goal is that the bureau comes in here and sits over there, and I use that for editing. And if I don't get it done till the end of Vlogtober, then fantastic, it'll be there waiting for me for Vlogmas, won't it? And then get the lounge sorted so I can get the table back in the lounge. I can use that for wrapping presents and everything in Vlogmas, which I love. Put my advents out because, of course, even though I said I wasn't getting that many this year, I seem to have them coming out of my ears because I cannot resist an advent when it comes out. And half the time it's because they come out so spaced out that I'm like, oh, I'll just get that one this month. I'll just get that one this month. And then before I know it, I've got 12 advents. I don't think I've got that many. I don't think I've got as many as last year. I've got a lot more yarn related ones this year. So last year I got quite a few that were not yarn related. Like I think I had Nikki Franklin. I have got So Sweet Violet, the Sewist one. And what else? I had Daphne's Diary last year. I had a tea one. I've got a tea one this year though, actually, so that doesn't really count. I've got a Bird and Blend tea one this year, actually I'm very much looking forward to. I've already got one advent that's turned up, and that's kind of spurring me on to doing this. So the idea is that, so I've got 6 minutes of footage now, which is actually probably just as well, because I think I've only got about 6 minutes of me making soup, which is not very interesting, is it? Hopefully me chatting to you is more interesting. Be worrying if it's not. I'm going to finish off now. I'm going to write my to-do list for today, at least what I've got left to do today. I didn't do my journals last night, so I've got double journals to do tonight, so I need to remember at 9:30 when I do my journals, it's going to take me twice as long, so I might want to start a bit earlier. My evening routine these days is that I have at 9:30 I do my journals, 10 o'clock I go and have a bath, and then lights out by, oh, there's some stretching in there somewhere. So 9:30 I do my journals, 10 to 10 I go up and do my stretches, 10 o'clock I have my bath, out by 10:30, and then lights out by 11 and I'm reading my books. I'll talk to you about that actually. And then so tonight I'm obviously going to need a little bit longer. And I have started, I've kept this, you've seen this I think, my reading diary, my reading journal. I have been keeping a reading journal. And I got quite a way into it last year. I got very, very into doing it last year. And it occurred to me, it's a real shame that I haven't got every book I ever read. Well, I can't remember every book I ever read, but I can remember quite a few from my childhood that I read and really loved. One of which was the Ginny from Fimmery series, which I was a absolutely insane horse pony mad child. Everything was horses and ponies, and my whole life revolved around them. And one of my absolute favourite series were the Ginny from Fimmery series. So I've been rereading them all. I've managed to get hold of second-hand copies of all of these books. And really exciting, on the first one, which I'll show you at some point during Vlogtober, it's signed by the author. And I know that 8 or 9 year old me would have been so excited by that. So to have that now is just lovely. So I'm rereading all of these and I'm putting them into my reading diary. I'm loving it, absolutely loving it. I mean, they only take me like a day or so to read because they're only small books. I can remember these keeping me going for like months when I was a child, but I think it's because I used to savour them so much. I used to kind of reread chapters all the time. So it's exciting. It's exciting to be able to put them back in the books. And I've done that with the Enid Blyton St Clair series and Mallory Towers as well, and read them all. And there was a few Mallory Towers books I hadn't read because there was some extra ones. So I'm having great fun in rereading these and popping them in here. So that's something else that I can show you during Vlogtober. But for now, I'm going to get on with this list, and then I'm going to do some cooking and then maybe chat to you again, and then hopefully edit it, because at some point this evening I need to add in editing to my evening. I'm thinking I'll start editing about 8. My theory being that I should then be clear. If I start editing at 8, I should be clear to do my journals at 9:30. It shouldn't take me that long to edit because these aren't supposed to be that long, although it's now 10 minutes. But hopefully that way I'll keep on track with getting them out each day. Who knows? We have got a bit of an issue in the house at the moment. Sparty, who I was only talking about in the promo, has been diagnosed as being seriously ill, and he's got a heart condition, which he's in heart failure at the moment. He's on diuretics and blood clotters, or blood thinners rather, the opposite of blood clotters, blood thinners. He goes in for a scan tomorrow, which is going to tell us whether we can save him or whether we can't. So Sparty is Meg's cat, so she is understandably really upset. She's also giving him timed meds at the moment, and it all went very pear-shaped on Sunday because somehow Sparty managed to escape the house. We still don't know how, but he managed to get out, and we were like, oh great, where's he gone? He needs this medication. It's supposed to be given to him at a certain time. We were out looking for him. We spoke, chatting to the neighbours, put all the posts up. We really thought he'd perhaps just gone off to curl up and die, which unfortunately is something cats do. And then at 8 o'clock in the evening, which was something like 6 hours after he should have had his meds, strolled in the house, bold as brass. You can't do this, mate. So he's, we don't know. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. So who knows what's going to happen with the vlog tomorrow. So what am I supposed to be doing tomorrow? What's tomorrow's? Oh yeah, tomorrow's is a day in the life. I may not be able to do that. So I might swap that for, maybe I'll do something yarn related, because the next day is yarn related and I could do day in the life the next day. The next day I've got podcast, COVID jab, brownies and stash sort, but I could swap those over. Then Friday I'm going to start sorting out the lounge in here, which is exciting. Saturday I'll be doing more of that. It'll be more of a day in the life on Saturday too. But also Meg's got something called 24-hour musical, which I'll explain more on Saturday. And then Sunday I want to make a wreath. I've got a wreath to make, and I've got panto in the afternoon. And he is supposed to be away, but he's supposed to be going to a balloon week and the weather's supposed to be absolutely awful, so he's possibly not going. I need a decision on that really by tomorrow when I do the shopping order, so I know what food I'm buying. But yeah, so we are getting there. We are getting there. Right, I'm going to get on with this now. So while you're having a look at the nice and smooth soup, I just wanted to jump in here and say the really annoying sound in the background of the last clip where I'm talking to you on camera is my crackle candle. Lesson learned. I will be blowing that out before recording again. I'm so sorry. If that's annoying, I'm really, really sorry. And this was our dinner. That's how the soup turned out. Hello, I'm just about to start editing today's vlog, so I thought I ought to say bye, and I hope you've enjoyed it. It's 6:30, so I am editing earlier tonight. If anything exciting happens after this, I will video it and put it on tomorrow's, but I think we're all kind of hunkered down for the night now. It's horrible weather here, it's raining, it's quite cosy. It's quite cosy in here, it's rather nice. Oh, I need to turn, hold on, I have cosy lighting. Oh, that's just off. Let's try that one. There we go. So when it's I finish work, I turn it onto the warm light as opposed to the bright light. So anyway, I'm going to edit. Hopefully you enjoy today's, and we'll see what tomorrow brings. Hope you're all okay.